Hello everyone, this is a quick section demo to show you guys how to use the custom families that I've actually put a link for you guys on the module. So what you will see if you open up that, I guess if you download that whole folder, you're going to see a bunch of families. These are custom families that we created in the office. SEC represents sections, so these families are to be used in sections. And RF is raised floor footings, and SOG is slab-on-grade footings. And then I have one that just shows the wall framing. So I'll kind of go through them and show you guys how to use them. So first, here's our kind of demo or sample project here. So I cut one section through this project. So initially, you'll see that when you cut a section through Revit, you might see things that you don't need to see. And like for instance, right now I'm seeing the windows beyond and the front door, and then I see the roof going down. And that's a lot of like extra information that you really don't want to see in a section. So you want to go back here when you select this section. Oops. You see that the section is being cut all the way through, and that's why you're seeing these windows and doors. So I like to bring the section pretty tight, pretty much, as close to the section line as possible. And then that way, then your section looks a lot more manageable. This is part of the bathroom countertop, which you don't need to see, because really in a section you just want to show framing. And then I don't have a floor in here right now on the model, so I should be getting a rectangular bar when I put in a floor. And if I put in a ceiling, I should be able to see a ceiling. Although in the living room / kitchen area is a vaulted ceiling, so really this wall's going to go all the way up. And then there'll be a ceiling coming across. So let me kind of introduce you to the section tools. So for instance, this is a raised floor, so I'm going to go get a raised floor footing. I'm going to do that. So this is what the family looks like. I'm going to load it onto my project. I'm not going to say, just pop it like right there, right below my floor slab, right? So if this is my floor, oops. Here's my floor, and so you can see, oh, I don't even have a floor, it's just a pad right now, so that needs to get dropped lower. Let's see. So yeah, I don't even have a floor on there yet. So once you get the floor on there, you'll get two lines, but for now I'm just going to put my own line. So anyway, so here's the joist size. So if you have a 10-inch floor, that's what you want, but typically we use a 12-inch floor just as a place marker. So I'm going to change that to 1 feet, and you see that just grew. And if you had a floor, you would have this line, but I'm just going to put detail lines instead. And then of course your floor will go all the way across. So this will be a 12-inch floor. And although this section is drawn with a 3.5-inch stud, we are using a 5-inch wall. And again, in scale, when you're looking at it this big, it doesn't really matter whether that's 5 inches or 3.5. So in this case, I would just tell you to cheat it. So I'm going to just take my family and I'm going to just say, hey, I'm using a 5-inch wall. And that extends it, and it just makes it look a little bit cleaner. And then the biggest thing is to say if I have a footing that goes from here to here, you want to do is do a distance first. So that's 49 feet. So then you take your family here and you say my width of my section is 49 feet. And it'll automatically adjust it. And then one more thing is the plate height. So I think this is a 10-foot plate height at the moment. So right now it's defaulted to 8. So I'm going to say 10 feet. And the plate goes right up to the finished floor, or maybe it's 9 feet actually. There you go. And then of course I'll get my, if if I had a floor on my Revit, the 12-inch floor, this would show up also, these two detail lines that I'm drawing. But either way, you guys are going to do plenty of extra editing when you create the sections. So that's one of the tools. I have another one called just wall framing, and we just had to create that recently, and we're going to load it, and that's so that on a section up here, because you don't need all the footing and stuff, I just have one that's just wall framing that you can just pop down. Again, this is designed for a 10-inch, so we're going to say we have a 1-foot joist, and there you go. I am missing a bottom plate, so you guys will have to draw that in, but anyway, you guys will be able to do that. So that'll be 5 inches, and then you just continue. Okay, guys, so and then you guys will have to draw, the roof rafter comes down this way, and then after that the rafter goes down, so you would have to draw a 2x10 or 2x12, 16 inches on center all the way across, and insulation and all the annotation you see on the sample. Alright, so try to get it as close to that as possible, and I'll see you guys in the next demo.